If there's one thing I could say about TikTok is that they definitely don't shy away of producing entertaining content. It's literally like you open Pandora's box and you just seem to get this endless amount of comedy at your disposal. However, but TikTok is definitely not shy away of producing low-life degeneracy and shitty content. Now, as you know before, I've made my reaction to Wakey Wines, the guy that runs the corner shop in Wakefield where he is promoting Prime to be sold at around 20 to £100, and all the kids and the family are all going down to his shop to buy Prime because it's for them getting Prime is like another cheap way of getting some internet fame and some clout. However, there is definitely another spectrum of low life degeneracy into this. And one of them is that they would like to brag about attention of being a victim of a victimless crime or anything that just doesn't happen in the video. And they would like to post about it and brag about it to get these sort of attention and to target an individual for no wrongdoing at all. And one person that I want to talk about is this influencer. Her name is Jessica Fernandez. Now, I'm not going to sort of describe too much about what happens in the video, but what really happened is that Jessica Fernandez was filming herself doing her workout, and during the filming of the workout, she catches a guy on camera, and the guy on camera is in the distance, and he's kind of minding his own business. But then he kind of focuses on his attention onto her because she was struggling to put the weights onto the barbell, and he wanted to offer to help her to put the weight on the barbell, but she declined his offer, which I think fair enough, some people would do that, but all the time throughout the video, she has just been calling him names, trying to talk to herself in front of the camera, like saying really disgusting things about him, and it really sort of put him as this picture as a rapist or a creep and everything, which had nothing to do with it at all. So she was kind of portraying herself as the victim because maybe she's a woman and she kind of flagged up the misogyny into this video. Now, she has been caught out, and since then she has apologized, but she's obviously apologized because she's been caught out for many of the wrong things that she has said in that video. One person that has reacted to it and put her in her place is another fitness influencer, and his name is Joey Swall. Now, Joey Swall is definitely an influencer that preaches out positivity. He also preaches out, you know, good gym etiquette as well to make the gym a more inclusive place for everyone to work out and feel safe. And certainly when he made those sort of statements of the video, he really caught her with a lot of wrongdoing, you know, dismissing the claims that she thought there was misogyny into this, or some sort of claim that staring at someone is the act of a creep, which it wasn't really a full constant stare, it was just glaring around in certain situations, and he made a very good justification behind it. Now, ever since then, she has deleted the video, but people have been able to re-upload the video and just put it out there on TikTok. Now, also there is the video that Joey Swall has also recorded it as well and gave his reaction to it. So I'm going to kind of talk about his reaction to it as well, and also kind of react to her and also the sort of things that she has been doing, because there's certainly a lot of things that shows that she does contradict herself in some of the statements in from her video to what she does on her social media, which is pretty hilarious.
This is how to not approach girls at the gym.
I hate this. I hate this. I hate when there's Sweeties. It makes me so uncomfortable.
It has only taken her this first glance to really think that this man is genuinely a creep and not there to train. Like, I don't even understand how this is even deemed to be a bad thing. Like, most people would just glare around the gym anyway. Now, I will probably give him credit for probably looking at you for a little bit because you were literally just talking to yourself in front of the camera, just swearing and just, you know, thinking that this man is just going to do something bad to you, and he's probably thinking, like, what's wrong with this girl? Is she a psychopath or what?
Feral, like fucking feral.
Yep, I definitely feel unsafe by his presence because he just glared at me 4 times, and you literally just described him as feral. Like, what the fuck, man? How do you go about your life and you feel so unsafe around men? It's just like, holy shit, is this what you do?
The 5 adds 5 pounds. And these are the weights. Excuse me? You don't have to do that. It's okay. No, it's okay. I got it. Thank you, though.
This part really infuriated me. So for all the words that she's been saying that he is a toxic, psychopathic, misogynistic man, he uses his act of kindness to really help her to put the plate on the weight to help with her exercise, and she really just ignored it and just didn't take any of it. Which, I mean, for most people they would typically do, but really for all the abuse that you've been giving him and yet he still has the act to be kind, I think it just shows that you're just a low sad case, and honestly, I don't really know who would really respect you. So yeah, I'm really scratching my head to the surface to really think where the act of being unsafe really came from. Her life was in such great danger by this man. Oh, I mean, I really don't get it. Why women really take the view of men as dangerous, misogynistic? I really have no idea. You know, we're all kind. We use the gym in the same space like everyone else would, and you just basically obliterated him and just brought him down and just tried to use him as a way to kind of reflect your audience on social media. I'm just baffled by it all. Now I'm gonna show you Joey's reaction to it, and I think his reaction definitely put her down into the right places, really, because certainly she definitely felt the full force of the act of kindness that is Joey Swoll.
First and foremost, as I've said before, there is a big difference between staring at somebody and simply looking or glancing at them. So why did this man look at you? Well, you're in front of him off to the side, you're in his peripheral. You're also taking a video with your camera pointed directly at him, and you're talking to yourself. He's probably watching you wondering, what is she doing? I know I would.
Oh, I definitely would. I'll just be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Also, you talk about, why would this man come over and help me load my plates? Well, if you watch the video, he sees that you struggle putting plates on the other side. Now, any experienced lifter out there knows when you have a barbell on the ground, if you're doing hip thrusts, if you're doing deadlifts, it's very difficult to put plates on. There's actually a jack they make for you to be able to lift up the barbell so you can put the plates on. He sees that you struggled being an experienced lifter, and he comes over to try and help you because that's what kind people do.
Yes, Joey, it is acts of kindness, but sadly we have a bunch of people that don't like to appreciate kindness from people, and they just like to brag on social media of how creepy this person is. But yeah, it's very, very sad.
Any experienced lifter out there knows what I'm talking about. And I saw the comment where you guys talk about this was a man trying to help out a woman because a man would never help a man. That's not true. This is not misogynist. I've been in the gym for 20 years. I can't tell you how many times I've helped men and women load plates, take plates off, put weights back. It has nothing to do with sex or gender. You help people because it's kind to do. But it's very sad that you took an act of kindness, this man doing something for you, being kind, and turned him into a creep at the gym, talking about how you want to rip his reproductive organ off, he can't produce, and that natural selection should take him out? Really? Trying to make yourself out to be a victim, which you're not. There are women harassed in gyms. You're not one of them.
I don't think any man or woman would think that Jessica was the victim of someone stalking her or this guy definitely acting as a creep. I definitely never saw any evidence of that in the video, and I'm sure normal-minded, rational people will think the same way too. It is sad that people do think that they are more notorious to kind of put up the publicity and the clout and attention to people, that these sort of people are endangered, their life is being threatened by someone because their act of kindness is so cruel to them. But some people have a very sad life, and they can't help themselves but just to brag attention. Now, when Jessica did upload that video onto TikTok, she then went onto her Twitter to kind of talk about the situation and everything. And when people were looking at the situation of how it all unfolded, there was definitely a lot of contradiction into what she was saying. And there's a recent picture that went up that kind of went viral because certainly some of the points that she felt threatened in the gym definitely didn't reflect the points of what she did on social media, and people were able to find the hypocrisy and the double standards that was very apparent in this picture. So this picture showed her dressed in her Playboy bunny costume, and she's really posing herself in a more sexualized way, where she is just, dressed in this very skimpy outfit. She's holding her breast whilst having the camera on. So she's definitely sexualizing her body there, but yet in the gym pose she felt grossed out because she didn't like the sexualization. So none of it really made sense. It's just really just mind-bogglingly hypocritical, and it doesn't make any sense to believe that she really felt threatened. If she really felt threatened by this guy, I don't think people will resort to themselves going on social media or putting the publicity out there. I think genuinely people who are stalked or sexually harassed or assaulted, I think there's one resort people will go to: police, not social media. So this is definitely one thing that I definitely cannot defend. But yeah, I mean, I hope the guy in this video gets justice from all this. He definitely doesn't deserve the attention that he got from this girl. But one thing I would say is not just Jessica, but there's definitely a bunch of influencers out there that do the same thing. And certainly in the gym, there's definitely a lot of people who go to gym who are not kind. They would like to brag attention to their followers and just be very sort of disrespectful and very low in the way that they will bring someone down. Gym is a place to be, a very kind place where we have good etiquette and we respect each other, not somewhere that we bring people down. I don't have any respect for these kind of people, and the only thing I could really think about of these individuals is that they are just a cockroach and you just want to stamp on them. But yeah, that's about it. See you later.